Get ready for some serious treasure, guys. Buckle up because today we're diving into an incredible story that's been hidden beneath the waves for over 140 years. Literally. You might remember our previous videos where we dived into the history of Lake Michigan's rich trade routes. And now we've got a mind-blowing update. In 1881, the mighty schooner Trinidad met its match in the icy waters off Algoma, Wisconsin. But what's even more astonishing is that this century-old ship has just been found almost as intact as if it was preserved in a bottle, an absolute game-changer for archaeology and history buffs alike. Let's set sail on this amazing journey to uncover the secrets of the Trinidad's incredible discovery. Get ready to set sail back in time. After an epic 2-year treasure hunt, history detectives have finally uncovered a long-lost secret, and it's a real game-changer. By diving into dusty archives and mapping out ancient shipping routes, these archaeological sleuths have managed to pinpoint the exact spot where the legendary 140-foot schooner Trinidad met its watery grave. This stunning vessel was hailed as one of the finest ever built, and we're talking about it in great detail thanks to a vivid newspaper account from back in the day. The crew even gave us a detailed map of their final journey. They said the Trinidad went down slowly, but somehow stayed remarkably intact. Can you imagine what secrets this ship could still hold? Get ready for this. In July, archaeologists used advanced sonar to scan the depths, and their search paid off big time. They nailed it when they pinpointed a wreck that checked all the right boxes as the prime candidate for being the legendary Trinidad. Tamara Thompson, Wisconsin's underwater archaeology superstar, joined forces with her team to measure this mystery ship and voila. Its dimensions matched those of the Trinidad from historical records exactly. With more precise measurements, the puzzle pieces fell into place. The whole was a perfect match. Next up, Tamara and diver Zach Whiterock made an epic dive down to the lake floor, where they uncovered some serious treasures. The deckhouse was still standing, crew belongings were intact, and even dishes, anchors, and bells were waiting to be discovered. Get this, guys, the Trinidad was built in 1867 by William Keefe, but it didn't last long despite being around for only 5 decades shorter than most other schooners from back then. Still, its wreckage is considered one of Wisconsin's top 3 most well-preserved ship remains. Brendan Baylord, an expert with the Wisconsin Underwater Archaeology Association and author of over 400 Wisconsin ships and wrecks in his book, led the team that discovered this incredible find by attaching a custom-made underwater tow to Trinidad's hull. Get ready for a deep dive into history. The tow's sonar scan was like having a high-tech eye underwater, mapping out the lake floor in stunning 3D detail. On their second day of exploration, they stumbled upon something mysterious, a smudge that turned out to be the sunken schooner, hiding beneath an astonishing 270 feet of water. As the team got closer, they matched the location spot on with Captain Higgins' initial report, and what they found next was nothing short of breathtaking. The deckhouse was still intact, cabinets and all, loaded with dishes as if it was just another day at sea. And that's not all. Personal belongings of the crew were still inside, frozen in time like a treasure trove from the past. Trinidad's story is waiting to be uncovered, and we're about to unravel its secrets. Buckle up, history detectives. Let's dive into the mysterious tale of the Trinidad, a ship that met its watery grave on Lake Michigan back in May 1881. About 10 miles off Algoma, Wisconsin's shore, roughly 300 feet beneath the surface, lies this remarkably preserved wreck. But things weren't looking so great for Captain John Higgins and his 8-man crew when they abandoned ship in the dead of night. With lifeboats as their only hope, they watched in horror as Trinidad slipped silently into the icy lake waters, never to be seen again. Before its tragic demise, this sturdy schooner had been a workhorse in the lucrative grain trade, carrying goods between Milwaukee, Chicago, and Oswego, New York since its construction in 1867 on Grand Island, New York. Imagine sinking your teeth into a juicy sandwich from the big cities back in the 1860s, Philadelphia, Boston, or New York. It might sound surprising, but there's a high chance the bread came all the way from Wisconsin, delivered by a hard-working schooner like Trinidad after hundreds of trips at sea. This ship was a money magnet for its owners. It turned many aspiring entrepreneurs into millionaires back then. However, despite being an ultra-profitable venture, Trinidad was grossly neglected. Insurance records show that the ship barely received any regular maintenance before meeting its tragic end at the bottom of a lake. Imagine being on a boat that's literally falling apart, leaky, rickety, but still chugging along with its crew. That was the reality for the schooner Trinidad under Captain Higgins' command. He wisely docked it at Port Huron, Michigan in late 1880 to avoid disastrous November gales on the Great Lakes, but unfortunately, this wasn't the end of their troubles. On May 11, 1881, a fateful day indeed, Trinidad started taking on water and slowly began its descent into the depths. A tragic tale of adventure gone wrong. Get ready for a dramatic turn of events. Trinidad's pumps were maxed out. Captain Higgins and his crew made the tough call to bail on their sinking ship, literally. The vessel slid 300 feet beneath the waves, taking its furry first mate with it. A Newfie dog who snoozed right through the chaos by the cabin stove, only to be left behind in the frantic evacuation. Buckle up, explorers. We're diving into one of North America's most incredible underwater treasure troves, right here off Wisconsin's Lake Michigan shoreline. For decades, this spot has been a hotbed for shipwreck archaeology discoveries, and it's all thanks to the lake's icy, freshwater magic that keeps these sunken vessels eerily preserved. Fast forward to 2021 when NOAA officially crowned this 962 square mile stretch as the Wisconsin Shipwreck Coast National Marine Sanctuary. Talk about a seal of approval. Fasten your scuba gear, folks. Just an hour south of Algoma, where the incredible Trinidad was discovered, lies a treasure trove of history. 36 shipwrecks boasting exceptional value in terms of historical significance, archaeological findings, and fun dives for all enthusiasts. Since the National Shipwreck Act of 1987 gave state governments the green light to manage these underwater treasures, Wisconsin has taken the lead in preserving shipwreck heritage. Get ready, we're expecting the Trinidad to make its mark on the National Register of Historic Places by year's end. Once that happens, divers from far and wide can access the precise coordinates for an unforgettable exploration of this remarkable wreck. Don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for more exciting content like this.